dude. Aren't you playing on a computer?
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, just play the music on the Mac.
You can get Google Chrome on a Mac, bro.
Does he
Yeah,
not have
bro.
the?
I know this from experience.
Does he not have? What'd you call it? Sirenscape up or whatever?
No, he can't hear the
It's
music.
not iOS compatible.
Yeah, that's but
What?
pull it up
Yeah,
on.
it
I
is.
thought you
Google
were.
Chrome
I thought
is.
you were. I thought you were doing it on the Mac. And
I am,
Google
but it's
Chrome
not.
is.
I don't have any sound coming through the
Um,
Mac.
Download Chrome on your Mac, bro.
I did, but it's not my computer, so it's not literally like laid out how I would
Literally.
Literally.
Whatever.
What
He
is
doesn't get
up?
music then.
Yeah. Fuck me.
Fuck
He
him.
doesn't get guys grunting in his ear.
If you go to Sirenscape, you should be able to download the app.
So I
But
downloaded the app.
it's iOS compatible. Then you just click on the link that I sent you in Discord. Is it not going? Is it not playing?
Try one more time.
He sent it in the group DM.
Also, you don't have to have Discord downloaded on like Mac if you don't want to. You can just pull it up in the web browser and sign in.
Oh, I'm running it on my phone.
Right. What I'm saying though is, if you want to run it on the Mac itself instead of running it on your phone, you just pull up on a separate tab, Discord, log in, and you can do it through the web browser instead of having it on the Discord app. You don't have to use the app if you don't want to.
Oh, okay.
For future
Okay,
reference.
well,
Wait, Cody.
we will-
Sir.
Sir DM boss man. So since
What's up?
it's showing up on D&D Beyond, like the rules, since I can see everyone's rules, right? Do you do you want me to screen share, or are you just gonna look?
I can't see your Beyond 20 roll for whatever reason.
My D&D Beyond?
Yeah.
Like you can't see it on D&D Beyond?
Oh, I'm not looking at D&D Beyond. I'm looking at Roll 20.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
I can
yeah,
look at
everyone's
D&D Beyond.
everyone's rules are showing up for me on D&D Beyond. That's
Alright,
why.
so I will create a tab or open a tab on my end for D&D Beyond then. And then what are you looking at? My campaigns? How'd you get into that?
That's a great question. I don't know. How are you? Were you just seeing it on your character sheet, Mike?
Yeah, it's game logs.
Game log. I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can just do that.
So I'm sorry.
No, you're
And
good.
then, so you don't need me to share my screen then?
No, I wasn't gonna have you share your screen anyways. I was just gonna have
Okay.
you.
Well, I was sharing it out of respect and honor. You know.
I trust you.
That's what Sir Ulrich Everbright would do.
Oh goodness.
Oh.
Barf. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so real quick, gents, what I can do is I can mute if you don't want to hear it again, but I'm going to read the brief description of the world Milvanora for the people that are watching, and then I will start the campaign as long as you guys are ready to get into all of that good stuff. Unless you have any other questions, anything else we need to work out before we officially start. What's up, Robinson? Welcome back, my friend.
I mean, let's do it.
Don't worry, you can absolutely fucking cuss on my stream. I'm not tripping.
Let's do
I'm sure you know that already.
Fucking kikes.
We've been easy there. I don't want to get canceled.
Racist white people. Ooh.
All right, Jesus Christ. So, we're gonna do this one. All right, here we go. Let's see. Milvanora is a medium-sized planet similar to Earth, but it has only two main continents, separated by a vast ocean that is sprinkled with islands. Milvanora is orbited by two moons that occasionally line up for an eclipse, being that it is considered holy for the different reasons amongst the two continents. There is tension between the two continents due to conflicting beliefs, and Azula sending the outcast people to Strasbourg, for they seemed inferior. The islands in between the continents serve as a place for rest and resupply for long voyages across the ocean. It is here where you will meet people and beasts from all walks of life from all parts of Milvanora. The continent of Azula is a beautiful land made up of forests, mountains, rivers, and large, wealthy cities. The main cities that make up Azula are Vandir, a dwarven kingdom to the east, Emberfall, a human kingdom to the south, Erendor, an elven kingdom to the west, and Omathrion, where the High Council rules in the center. The members of the High Council are Varon Valna, who is an elf, Strolmad Copperjaw, who is a dwarf, and Arthur Silverheart Doom Sprinter, who is a human. The northernmost part of Azula is uninhabitable due to its frigid temperatures and rough terrain. There are a handful of nomadic tribes that roam the wildlands, which are sheltered from the outside world, and an abundance of wildlife that makes traveling between cities exciting yet dangerous. The common type of humanoids you meet here are humans, elves, dwarves, halflings, and gnomes. The continent of Strasbourg is a dark and mysterious land that is broken up by volcanoes, desolate deserts, ominous forests filled with ruins, and few places for water. The land has been scarred by territorial wars throughout the years. Wherever you can find water is in this rough land, there is usually a small town or tribe around that remain cautious towards outsiders. Corvina is the main city of Strasbourg, where everyone comes to conduct their business and is ruled by the Conclave of Nightmares. The members of the Conclave of Nightmares are Grulik the Wise, who is a Dragonborn, Kurbag the Impaler, who is an Orc, Dogoth the Wicked, who is a Tiefling, and Vora the Cleaver, who is the Drow. The common type of humanoids you meet here are Dragonborns, Orcs, humans, elves, and Tieflings. Alright, so that is a description of the world itself. The rest of it is going to come as we go through. I'm not going to read the brief description of the starting island, simply because we'll figure it out as we play it. Any questions? Are we good to go?
Yeah, how much like in between like I guess in between talk are we allowed to do? Like out of character? Like are we allowed to strategize out of character too much or no?
I would say it's okay. Just keep it to a minimum, as much as
Okay.
possible. But keep this in mind, that 9 times out of 10, what you say, unless it's blatantly obvious, what you say, is what's going to happen. So I'm going to give you a brief example before I go into reading the start of The Rise of Kalril.
You mean like how Kleppy was joking about
yeah,
pickpocketing me, and then he pickpocketed me? Yeah.
he did. He stole $200 off you. Yeah.
I was successful.
Hey, that didn't happen though. That was in a different world. This is a new world.
That was not this world. Yeah, that was a different Kleppy. Maybe he's turned a new leaf. We don't know.
There's only one Kleppy.
I fucking doubt it.
Fucking doubt it.
Come on.
All right. Any other questions before we get into the thick of it?
Let's just fucking send it.
Yeah? Sean, you got the audio working or what?
No, but we'll figure it out another time. I'm too stupid to try to do this right now.
Okay, very well.
As long as I can hear you guys.
Kind of makes me sad for you, but it is what it is.
I get scared easily too. So.
I get scared easily too.
Pretty
all right.
immersive.
So, let me get my little deal up. All right, here we go. The world is black. You start to hear a loud ringing followed by what appears to be muffled talking. You feel a searing pain shoot through your head as your veins go cold as if ice water was rapidly flushed through them. You try to sit up and open your eyes, but the pain in your head makes it almost impossible. You notice the weight of something cold and heavy holding you down tightly to a hard surface. An icy chill runs down your spine, bringing with it the realization that you can't move. As you start to come to, you can smell and hear the crackling of a fire. You begin to feel the warmth and your vision clears. The ringing in your ears fades to a dull memory as you try to orient yourself with the unfamiliar surroundings of the room around you. Can everybody roll 1d12 for me, please?
Alright.
Figuring it out.
I rolled a 12. Let's go.
Wait, am I rolling on 20 or? Yeah, fuck
Roll
it,
on
let's just do it.
roll
Get a
roll
one.
roll on roll 20.
All right,
I think
rolling.
it's easier, yeah, since there's no modifiers for that.
A one.
Is that everybody?
Yeah, there's a 12, a 1, a 9,
Yeah, I
and
see
a
it.
5.
And then I gotta do quick math.
Are we rolling for initiative? I'm just kidding.
Find out, huh? Okay.
Just right off the rip, we're actually fighting each other. That's the joke.
All right. Suddenly, you see the shadow of a man move in the corner of the room. You hear him mumbling, but you can't tell if he is talking to himself or if there is another in the room. As you start to gather your senses, you notice that you're in a dark room with only light emanating from a small fireplace in the corner, opposite the strange shadowy figure. The room smells of burning wood, lavender, a bit of singed hair, and the gritty metallic smell of fresh blood. There are 4 tables near your own, each with a stranger strapped to it, looking at you with a matching dazed and confused expression. Beside the fireplace stands a withered table cluttered with assorted tools and curious beakers, each with a different colored liquid inside. As you struggle against your bindings, the figure lets out a sharp hiss to someone behind him and turns to look at each of you. Good. I see it worked, and you are awake now. As the man begins to speak, you hear shuffling in the space above you and the sounds of distant glasses clinking. Can you hear me? I can't tell if your senses are back.
We're all
Who
tied
are
up
you?
next to each other.
Are we gagged? I didn't do that.
You are not gagged, no. You're just tied to a what feels like a table or operating board or something.
Some sort of hardwood.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This skeleton got right into it.
All
May,
right.
may Helm protect us.
Helm you speak of. What do you know of
Can I
Helm?
see? Can I see how tight these bindings are? This isn't my first time in bindings, son.
Go ahead and roll a. Are you trying to like fight against them, or are you just trying to get a feeling
Trying
of
to
them?
see, just trying to get a feeling of them.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check then. So that would be
Okay.
1d20. Okay, so you can feel that they are pretty tight, and they're not going to budge very much. It's going to take an immense amount of strength to break out of them.
Ah,
Can I ask what the fuck happened?
You want me to?
That's
wait,
for
hang
you to
on.
figure
do you want
out,
me to
sir.
do you want me to answer your question? That was asked.
yeah.
I'll answer it. Creepy guy in the corner.
It appears
I'll
you
tell
have your senses about you if you're able to respond to me if I want you to answer my question. Of course, what kind of silly question is that?
I'll tell you all about Helm.
Well, what do you know of him?
Helm is the eternal sentry here for protection of those that require it.
I've had my fair dealings with Helm followers. I was just curious what your commitment is to your god. Either way, that's neither here nor there at this very moment. I am Pelazar, the doctor of Ravenstand Outpost. And it just so happens to be that you guys have been dead for about 7 months, and I've performed a spell to bring you back from the dead because I need your help. Are you going to...
Can I ask him a question? Is this some kind of sex thing? Because I'm kind of into it.
He kind of looks at you with a look of disgust. This is not some sort of sex thing. Are you wanting to help, or are you wanting to be dead for the rest of eternity? You can either lay there and be dead as just mere mortals, or you can let this opportunity make you legends.
It seems like we don't really have a choice.
I choose life.
So am I like a fucking zombie? I have a heartbeat.
So, roll a perception check.
Do you want us to all or
Alright.
just Clappy?
Just Clappy. Unless you want to assist him.
Did we get that?
I'll assist him.
Are you rolling on D? Okay, so let me know which one you're rolling on. D&D Beyond or...
Oh, that was 20.
Perception's under what? Intelligence, right?
under your character
It's under
sheet?
wisdom. It's under wisdom. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, there we go.
So +2.
Ooh.
So I rolled an 8.
I rolled a 6.
Under wisdom. Oh.
God damn. The coldest. All
I'm
right.
s-
Well, I mean, that's
The
a survival
coldest?
roll. That doesn't really fucking help us. That's not perception.
But he'll live, brother.
So,
That's
from
survival.
what you gather, is you are not a zombie. It is this doctor's performed some type of necromancy-esque magic that has resurrected you and your complete being back to life as if you never died before. The wound that you suffered, the fatal wound, has been healed, and you are now just strapped. You're essentially like you went to sleep, and now you're awake, strapped to this table.
That's
It
awesome.
appears. It appears Helm is not finished with me yet.
But hey, man, at least we get unlimited lives.
I wouldn't recommend believing in that. Unlimited lives
could
is
die
not a
again.
thing. I am not going to
Listen.
be consistently resurrecting you.
This isn't the first sex thing where I've been brought back to life.
Your
This shit-
weird fascination with sex is gonna purely get you just dead again. Are you here for the mission or you need to die?
My bad. My bad.
I suggest you stop pissing off the doctor. And just let him speak.
Your friend is a wise man. He appears to be, what is it? Paladin? Human, maybe?
That's correct.
I know my species.
Wow, wow.
So what's the mission?
All right. So, as he starts to explain what's going on, he's going to each one of you individually, one by one, and releasing your bindings to let you up from the table as you see fit. So that's what he's doing as he's talking. It appears we have ran into quite a bit of trouble. It's not just affecting us here at the Ravensstrand Outpost, but the whole world of Milvanora. It seems legions of darkness is springing from somewhere. We can't figure that out, and I'm hoping that you would be able to help us figure that out, but not only figure it out, but stop it from coming. We have this one being known as Count Fane for whatever his deal is. I don't know much about him. I just know his name. But it is said that anybody that interacts with him, for some reason, doesn't act like themselves. They don't necessarily disappear or anything noticeable other than just they start to act a little funny. There's been children going missing in the night, and we found pools of blood on the sides of their beds. There's also
Family
been
period.
various animals gone missing as well. We're not entirely sure what's going on, but we need to make sure our kids are safe.
What kind of animals?
The various kinds. There's goats, there's swine, sometimes chickens, mostly livestock animals, not necessarily pets, but we've seen a few dogs laying in the streets with blood coming from almost every orifice of their body.
Sounds like a sex thing.
I don't understand what is wrong with you BDSM people here. This is a very serious matter.
No, don't worry about it. It's probably a side effect from just being resurrected, all that testosterone, just flooded all at once.
I thought you would have got that
I'm
out with
horny.
your own personal heavens. It appears that your God has not smiled upon you in this day.
Can I roll a history check, see if I've ever encountered something like this before?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I was gonna do too.
Then you both can go ahead and roll history checks.
I rolled an 18.
14.
Okay. So, Jacoldus, you have heard of tales being the type of creature, or not creature, but the bard that you are. You've heard of tales and things like this, but you've never seen it firsthand. Sir Alric, you, in your studies and whatnot of becoming this noble paladin that you have become, you've, again, heard of necromancy. You're kind of familiar with it. You know that it's not always dark magic, but it is a very powerful magic. that you have to get right, otherwise it can go catastrophic.
Okay.
But it has been performed by both evil members and people, I guess, in the gray area, not necessarily light or dark, but in the gray area, if you will.
So this count that he speaks of is a necromancer.
Oh, you're talking about you were doing history checks on the count, or were you talking about the
No, like
necromancy?
the whole
No, dude,
situation with like the dead animals. But like,
Oh,
if
you
he's
guys,
related to it, then it's I'm assuming he's a
necromancer. Yeah.
necromancer.
you
I just-
don't know. Okay, so because you've been dead for 7 months, you don't necessarily know. You know that before you passed away, the battles that you were fighting in were rough. You know that it was starting to progressively get darker and darker amongst the world. Things that seemed brighter are starting to seem dull because of the overrun of just dark entities of all sorts appearing in the world of Milvanora. Aside from that, you don't know much. You don't know how far it's gone, other than just having to trust what this doctor is telling you.
Okay,
Yeah. And I just heard songs about it.
got it.
This type of shit.
So you haven't you've seen a little bit of it firsthand, in your bardic travels and being in different taverns, talking to different people, and kind of seeing like their war stories, if you will, and just interactions becoming more and more hostile amongst various groups. But again, you died as well. Everybody died before it
Okay.
started getting really, really bad. Now you guys are being brought back.
All right.
Okay. So from my understanding, you want us to deal with this count.
That would probably be at least what my source, the owner of this tavern, pub, whatever you want to call it, he'll be able to fill you in on. He knows more about it. He hears a lot of things. I'm just the resident doctor here that keeps people safe. But I can bring you up to him and introduce him, if you'd like.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's our starting.
Yeah. How about you let us out of these bindings and we see what happens?
So you guys already
We
been
already
let out
did.
of this binding at this
Yeah.
point.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And what's the doctor's name again?
Pelazar,
Palazar. How do you spell that?
Pelazar.
P-E-L. Alright, Palazar, doctor. Got it.
So, Dr. Pelazar, thank you for reviving us. It must have taken a lot of effort, but to protect your investment, you probably should just maybe consider giving us a small loan of 100 gold, so we don't fucking die again. Buy some gear, buy some good shit.
To add on to that, it would not be, completely irregular. I could perform some entertainment in exchange for the gold.
He could also sell his body for you too. He's
could.
an ongoing
I
investment.
don't do butt stuff, but the price is right. The price is right.
That goes a lot in this town.
Do we see our packs in the room with us?
You don't see your packs in the room. All you see is this Pelazar character standing in front of you.
I was trying to roll a deception check for the money.
So, as you were
Even
saying that, you notice that
persuasion?
I'm going to give you a description of what he looks like real quick, too. He's an older man in a dark gray cloak, tattered and torn clothes that appear to be of a clergyman flash under his cloak as he moves about the room. He has a long, scraggly hair that descends down into a wiry beard that is black and gray as if it were salt and pepper upon his face. You notice a crest that has been branded into his right forearm that looks like a set of eyes surrounded by 7 stars. His lightning blue eyes pierce through the person who gazes upon them as if to tell a story of loss and troubledness. He carries himself with purpose but moves slowly due to previous injuries he sustained in a past life. So that is Pelazar in a whole. But as you guys were asking these questions, he kind of leans back and looks at you. Unfortunately, I can't get you gold, but I do have some sources throughout the town that would be able to help you. Not give it for free, must I add, apparently, but help you get on your feet. As far as your stuff, you should be able to find that upstairs.
Perfect.
Alright.
Can I ask him about any rumors he's heard around town? Any?
Well, sir, you're going to have to be
Anything-
more specific than that.
any lore or gossip you've heard in the last 7 days about what's going on in the town?
Like I said, there's just been plenty of people going missing, um, kids being hurt. I haven't been able to locate them. Once they go missing, we haven't been able to find them.
All right.
So I haven't been able to treat the wounds. When I come across the animals that are left behind, they appear to have been bled as almost like a ritual or something. But I can't tell where the wound has been opened. It's just they've been bled. It comes out of their eyes, their nose, their mouth, their ears, their anus, everywhere.
Oh,
Blood
Oh, no.
everywhere.
been
Their
there.
genitals, literally everywhere. I can't make this up.
We should-
Been there.
We should.
You're a doctor. Do
try-
some.
We should go upstairs and get our things and go talk to this barkeep.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Perfect.
do that.
All right.
So the barkeep is Taldros, and he's upstairs. He's hard to miss. He's usually behind the bar serving the patrons, of course. He'll know who you guys are. Taldros,
Taldros.
Toldros.
Copy. Barkeep.
All right.
He's
I'll
the
remember
owner of
that.
this bar. The bar, for your reference, is called the Tipsy Fish.
Perfect.
Hey.
But
Tipsy.
he'll recognize you when you come up. Be gentle with him. I do want to forewarn you. One of the most recent, as in last night, and one of the main reasons why I was able to perform this magic here, is his niece has gone missing, and we suspect that it is from the same entity. So,
Got it. Let's go upstairs.
tell Taldros that Pelazar sent you from downstairs. I'm sure he'll probably notice you walking up, but he'll be able to point you in the direction of your items that I was able to recover from your tombs. And yeah, best of luck. I thank you for taking on this quest. I didn't want to
As
have to
always.
waste all that energy bringing you back to life to just heal you again. So thank you for not making me do that.
Hey, appreciate it.
This is
Right.
the way.
All right,
He
so
sees the way.
as you guys are kind of dusting yourselves off and recouping a little bit, you notice that the armor and clothing that you passed away in at that time is already on your body, but you don't have your weapons that you had at the time. You don't have anything else but the clothes that are on your back, essentially.
Do we have our previous memories from being alive?
They're fuzzy. They
Okay.
might come back to you in a flash, you or in different flashes, if you will, or like flashbacks.
Yeah.
But they are definitely fuzzy. As you know, as you're dead for 7 months, your brain kind of starts to deteriorate and whatnot. I mean, it probably would have been
That's
deteriorating more than that.
That's
but,
normal.
That's fair.
Do we have any damage to our armor to indicate like where we got killed or how we got killed?
So for each of you, it is obviously damaged in different places. It's kind of hard to tell because it was most of you. I mean, aside from the bard, most of you were in intense warfare. The coldest, you kind of got caught in the crossfire, whereas the others were more in the fight. So like for instance, Sir Alric, he has a nice gash that would be just like underneath the left breastplate. So like the little leather piece is very damaged there, as if it was punctured by a great sword of sorts. Kleppy appears to have wounds on both of his forearms, as if his wrists were slit. And then fucking Gray,
Right.
he looks like he's caught about 4 to 5 arrows just center massed within probably a $50 size into the chest. Is
That's
where the
fucking
damage would
brutal.
be. And then for you, the coldest, you you have a mighty fine scar that goes right across the neck.
Ah.
And you notice your tongue hurts every now and again when you talk.
Oh, damn. They skull fucked you.
More of you pissed
I hope
somebody
not.
off by
Wouldn't be
what
the
you were
second time.
saying.
Just the core
More or
version.
less by you pissed somebody off by what you were saying, being a bard and kind of how bards are.
Yeah.
That it was, what do you call it? Kind of like maybe cut out or something.
Alright. I'm gonna go grab my my bag with all my items.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab my shit.
So everybody's
Hey,
making
man,
their
my
way
goal
upstairs.
better be in there.
Yeah.
So as you guys are starting to kind of again orient yourself and walk around a little bit, and you notice that where he was standing, that when you first initially noticed him, there is a door that you can see just in the small flickers of the flames. You slowly open that door and you hear the little as the door creaks open, and you notice that there's a flight of stairs that lead to another door. You walk up these stairs and you open up that door to notice that you are now in this almost saloon-esque kind of atmosphere, with the bar to your immediate left and the front door is to your right. There is some tables that are spread throughout, and a nice fireplace right in the center of the building. It smells of kind of like a rich oak kind of wood place burn. You notice that there's some other lanterns that are used to maybe keep the night at bay and light up the tavern at night. And you notice just by a quick glance that people appear to be just here to decompress and unwind from either their travels, their day-to-day life, whatever it may be.
Alright. Can I check my pockets for money?
Yeah. You pat down your pockets and you realize that you have, I don't know what your character sheet says, but you have that much gold coins on your pocket.
Can I buy a beer?
15 or something.
So, are you walking up to the barkeep?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you are walking up towards the barkeep, you notice that he is about a middle-aged half-orc with pale green skin that adorns scars all over it. His hair appears to be an oily black color that is pulled into a messy top knot, and two pointy teeth are protruding from his lower lip. He carries himself with confidence as he manages a tavern from behind the bar top. He looks and he goes, "Hello there. What can I get you?"
Howdy, brother. How much for the finest ale you got?
"Oh, the finest ale, the top shelf stuff, huh? Well, let's see. How many bottles have I got left? 1, 2. That's gonna be about 25 gold coins for a pint."
Remember, little gnome, we have to pay for lodgings.
How much for your cheapest ale, sir?
What did you say?
Yeah.
What did you say back there, Mister in the huge armor?
We need to save funds for lodgings.
Oh, you're looking for lodgings, I hear. Oh well, you're in the right spot. We offer, if you look above you, there's a second story here. We offer rooms for you guys to keep for 10 gold a night.
That's expensive. I'd rather sleep under a tree.
Don't we get a discount for being
Yeah.
dead guys, revived, now
Hang
living
on.
guys?
As
Can
you
I-
say
can I
that,
roll
you
a-
notice his eyes kind of get really big. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Austin?
I was gonna say, can I roll a charisma check to see if I can convince this guy to give us information on what he knows about the count?
Sure.
Alright,
I mean, you gotta ask him your question and then roll your
I
charisma check.
will. Okay. Do you happen to know anything about a count and some missing kids and some animals?
So his eyes were big as Kleppy was mentioning the dead guy's comment that he made. And he kind of leans back a little bit, crosses his arm, and starts playing with maybe like a 5 o'clock shadow, but in his head, because he's clean shaven there. And you can see him kind of pondering for a minute, and he goes, "So you guys are the dead guys?"
That would be us.
That's us.
Not so dead anymore. Am I right? He kind of claps his
That's a
hands a
good
little bit.
It's like a joke.
Well, I'm glad. See, he's quick. It was a joke. He's quick-witted. I appreciate it.
A
But
little
yes.
slow, just dead.
It's okay. Not everybody is as quick-witted as this young man here. Anywho. Count. You talking about Count Fane? Is that who you're asking about?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir. Yeah,
that's
Count
who
Fane.
we're revived to take
That's
care of.
We're
Where are my
supposed to
manners? I am Taldros.
go on some quest.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I like to
we
know
were-
who
we
I'm
were-
talking to. I am
we were-
Taldros Kraros.
We were sent by Dr. Pelazar. He told us to find you.
Okay. And you guys are what are your names? I didn't catch your names. I like to know who I'm talking to.
My name is Sir Ulrich Everbright of Seawind Manor.
Nice to meet you.
My name is the coldest Lightfoot, and I do not trust this man in armor. I don't know his name.
I just said it. Maybe you should.
Yeah, I still do not know his name.
You should.
This
You
man-
should pay attention, small fellow.
Yes, he's might be kidnapping me.
I don't
As-
even know you.
His eyes kind of light up and go in concern. And he
We're
kind of
just stuck
leans.
together.
He kind of leans over to the coldest. Are you all right? Is he been hurting you? I mean, how would you know? You've been dead for what was it, 7, 8 months?
I don't know, but my wrist hurt, man. They've been tied up. I don't know. I don't know what happened to me. I'm not gonna say one way or the other. But I don't trust
man.
him.
Oh man. See, can you give him a beer? Give him a free beer. Actually, a beer all around. So
Honestly,
we can, like,
That'd be great.
I don't know why, but this small fellow with the dreadlocks looks familiar to me.
yeah, the holy boy over there looks familiar. Have we met before?
I don't know. There's a
look-
chance, but you definitely it's foggy. But you
I feel
look
like-
I've
I
seen you
think a
before.
beer would warm us all up. is
I
all
feel like
I'm
I
saying.
pickpocketed you before and got away with it.
Maybe.
A beer might warm us all up. Is all I'm saying.
I like your thinking. Was it? What? I don't think I've got to your name. What was it again?
My name's the coldest.
The coldest. Would you like a cold one? Tell you
Yes.
what. Since it's been 7+ months since fresh ale has touched your lips, I will give you each a pitcher on the house. The only reason that I can be okay with this is the fact that you're walking up here lets me know that you've accepted whatever it was that Palazar was frightened about.
Sure. Accepted. Sure.
Otherwise, I know he wouldn't have let you off the table.
Right.
And he kind of leans
You
in a
know-
little bit, puts his elbows on the table, and starts to peer deeply into your eyes, the coldest, as he starts to get a very serious face. And you can notice that this half-orc that was standing behind the table is pretty big and muscular, and rather intimidating as he kind of leans down to your smaller gnome stature, excuse me. It would be wise not to cross the doctor, the coldest.
We should let the
Right.
other. We need to know the other two's name. The coldest.
Right.
So, I'm Gray, Hornraven, from
Hey,
Illuston
hey
area.
there. Hey there, ranger-looking fellow.
And who's the other guy?
I'm Kleppy. I don't have a last name. Parents died or some shit. I don't know. Raised by the Thieves Guild. Trying to make some money.
Money is
Yeah, we noticed.
Right.
money will be easy to make if you do the right thing, and I think you know what I'm talking about. Either way, as he kind of turns and starts reaching up to the little kegs of like oak that are holding what you can only presume is ale, and he has ginormous pints or pitchers, excuse me, to look as if they came off of like a Viking medieval set, and he fills them up to the brims, and he hands them out to each one of you guys. On the house, this is our home brew. Enjoy.
Nice.
It's not
Cheers.
concerning that the first thing we do after being revived is just
Cheers,
get like
lads.
slosh.
Cheers, lads.
Yeah, guess not.
Yoink.
Hey, we need to test to see if our livers still work. Helm protects.
So as you guys
Yep.
are kind of drinking a little bit, you find your way to a table, and this is probably right around the time where you can start talking
I
amongst
feel like
yourselves and
I
figuring
didn't
out what
get
you want to
any
do.
answers from that barkeep about what we're supposed to do.
Maybe we're not drunk enough.
Maybe
Alright.
I wasn't charismatic enough, but I'm pretty sure we just skipped my
What's the-
question. But that's
What's
okay.
the paladin's name?
My name is Sir Ulrich.
Master Ulrich. Why he got so much armor on?
Because he's a paladin?
Because I was fighting in a war. I don't
Pussy.
remember what war, but apparently I was fighting in some war. But you
Alright.
know, none of us remember anything, so
Call him a pussy.
fair enough. We'll
What is-
see. We'll see who's protecting who, little one.
What was a bard doing in the middle of combat?
Dying, apparently.
I don't remember.
Apparently,
I don't remember.
Keep
apparently
drinking.
dying is for sure. But I'm gonna walk back over to the barkeep and try to see if he answers my question because I don't remember getting an answer.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with him.
I'm gonna stay at the table.
I'm gonna stay with the code. He looks like me. I like that shit.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, Toldros, what do you have any information that can further us on this quest that we've accepted by being given our lives a second chance?
I do. I've heard quite a bit about this count they speak of. I know he lives at the bottom of Mount Tragedy. There used to be a temple there. I can't remember for what god, but I know it was a temple. And cultists frequently use it to worship and practice, how do you say, dark arts, I guess?
Well, we must protect others from this evil magic.
It's very
This
noble
is the
of you.
way.
Very noble. It's a bit
I
of
know
a touchy subject for me because my niece Ashton, she went out to the Kingsborough Forest to go play and spend time by the lake, but she never came home. And I've heard word that people have seen her outside of this
It
old
hit your
temple.
family directly.
It did, yes.
Well, I am sorry for that. Hopefully, me and my newfound forced best friends can help you.
I noticed you and the young one, as you said, with dreads. Or not, excuse me, not the young one, the short one with dread. Have a matching brooch. You know anything about that?
Yeah, I noticed it's holding our capes up. It looks like a dragon, but at this point, I'm not sure what it's about.
That is fair. Well, I will be happy to offer you guys. I can't stop thinking about my niece. If you are able to return my niece to me, I will offer you room and board on the house, as long as you're here.
Okay. Do you know what time it is? We just woke up, and I'm not sure if it's nighttime or daytime or what month it is.
I mean, I'm aware that you guys have just woken up, but you can't use your eyes. It's very obvious that it is dark outside, and this tavern is lit by lanterns, you silly goose.
I just thought this room was dark. I apologize.
It's okay. I have a weird sense of humor. It is probably about midnight, maybe 1 o'clock.
Okay.
And we are in the month of October.
So it's cold. Got it. All right.
Getting there. Yes.
I'm gonna go talk to the rest of the party. Do you happen to know where we can get a map of this island to where this mountain is of despair?
Well, okay. So the way that the island of Bonemouth Hold is laid out is you have the Kingsborough Forest that is to the east and west, but it is split upon a path that leads directly north from the town. This path leads directly to Mount Tragedy. It has a bridge that crosses the lake. This is where my niece was last seen.
Okay.
And yeah.
And that's all you know?
But what I can do is I can try and reach out to my friend and see if she would be willing to help you. She runs the Iron Pig. It is a shop on the north side of town. Her name is Urda. And,
We just gotta head north.
Alright.
I don't think she is open at this time, but you can certainly try.
Alright.
Alright. Well,
Can you tell us where our stuff's at?
while I'm alone with the halfling, can I ask him about what's the last thing he remembers? Say that.
Bruh, I don't even remember a lot. I just remember vaguely about a brooch and a dragon with Sir Ulrich. That's about it.
We're gonna, Gray, you wanna walk back to the table so we can tell them that we know where we have to go?
I want to see if Toldros knows where our stuff's at.
already
Your
grabbed
stuff,
it, I
that's
thought.
right. And he kind of leans behind the bar, and he grabs, you see him kind of grabbing some stuff, and he leans up, and it's 4 individual backpacks. You recognize one to be your own, Gray recognizes one to be his own, and you can only imply by your guys' reactions that the other 2 must be the packs of the others sitting at the table that you just previously left.
Understood. Alright, let's
Perfect.
go
Let's
take
go
them
back
their
to the
stuff.
table. Yeah.
If you need anything else, as you guys are turning to walk away, if you need anything else, please come, and I will do my best to either get information for you, or tell you what I know. Essentially, I guess. I don't know. It's about this time I've started drinking myself, so.
Aye.
Hell yeah. Join us, bro.
Helm protects.
Alright, so we go back to the table.
Alright, here's these bags that we got. Kleppy and Decoldest, you grab whichever one's yours. Apparently, his niece is to the north. It's the middle of the night, so I don't think it's probably the best for us, especially in this just woken up state, to go wandering around in the dark. So we might want to head out in the morning. But there's a shop called the Iron Pig on the north side of town that has a woman that we're supposed to speak to, and she should be able to give us supplies to further our journey if no one opposes.
I mean, since we're homeless, we might as well. Got no place to sleep.
Yeah, Toldro said we can stay here for free as long as we agree to find his niece.
Perfect. Let's get it rolling.
You know I'm pretty tired, so fuck it.
Alright, so I guess we'll short rest upstairs in the sleeping rooms,
Okay.
Mr. Dungeon Master.
As you guys short rest, let's take like a 2-minute break. If you guys need to deal with anything around the house or anything, take a piss, get a new drink, whatever. Let's take. Actually, let's check that. Let's go 5-minute break real quick. Top off any drinks, go take a leak, deal with anything you got to deal with real quick. If not, feel free to chill out here.
Yeah.
We'll be back at
Yeah.
25.
Like
Alright.
8:25. Got it.
All right.
Wait, did I mute my headset or not? Because
No,
So
I
I already
I
know that.
will be
Oh,
right
yeah, my
back,
bad.
my friends.
No, you're
I'm
good.
gonna go to the bathroom, get a drink real quick, but I'm gonna
I
leave
heard-
this up.
I heard your baby start
And
crying, so I just
will-
muted you.
I will
I
see you
appreciate
guys
it.
in a quick
Yeah,
sec.
you good, bro.
Alright, so 25?
That's just father things. Yeah.
Alright, let me go check on them. Thanks, guys.
Hey, fuck you, Decoldest, you midget bitch. Hey, Kleppy.
All right, my friends. I am back. So, I got a couple more minutes before we start. Wanted to let you guys know that I have been going to vet tech school, and I am working in an emergency animal hospital for the specialists of North Texas. So, I've been doing a lot of work. I'm working full time, going to school full time, and I've been trying to get that figured out. So that's why I've taken a break from streaming for a little while. Is I was trying to get my life figured out with all that. But other than that, that's what's been going on. So just wanted to give you guys a quick update. All right, we got about a minute left.
I'm ready.
Am I supposed to see something on the screen?
Hey, Kleppy.
Ah,
What's up, friend?
what's going on, partner? Nice bro.
Nice brooch, dude. Eventually, I think we'll figure out what these are from. Hopefully.
What if we just like cling them together?
Dude, what if, dude, they like create something? That'd be crazy.
What if we just touch brooches right now?
God damn it.
Touch brooches would be.
I didn't want to touch brooches.
Just the tip, or
You
what?
I will say that.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Nah.
about the screen thing, is it still says Rise of Kalril?
He hasn't
Yeah,
shown us
I
the map
haven't
yet
changed
because
it.
we haven't
Okay.
we haven't gone outside.
Gotcha.
Right.
Okay, just
Yeah.
wondering.
See, look at you.
My brain works,
It
even
does.
though like, you know. All right, it's 8:25, so
Everybody back?
it's time.
Like,
All right.
I'm still in the
I'm,
toilet.
ass- I'm assuming it's morning, right?
So Mike, Colin, and Austin are back. Sean, are you back?
Yes, can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I thought I heard
Sir.
your voice come through, but I wasn't 100% positive, so I just wanted to double check before I started. That's all.
No worries.
All right. So yes, it is now morning time. You can hear the stumbles and groans of the rather hungover patrons of this tipsy fish.
Beautiful. That's
Um,
what I like to hear.
the band is no longer playing, obviously.
Does this establishment happen to serve food?
It does. It does. You would have to go
Perfect.
down and talk to Taldros, but it
That's
does.
beautiful. Thank you. Thank you
Mhm.
for telling me that.
Of course.
Appreciate that.
Naturally.
Voice in my head.
feel like I'm a small guy. I'm kind of hungover from the
one
small
beer.
pitcher I got.
Perfect.
Very well. Okay.
Great.
Um,
So we go
Lightweight.
go downstairs.
So
Well,
let's go grab a meal and then head north. How does that
The Iron
sound to
Pig.
everyone?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So as you guys kind of come down from the rooms that you were so graciously offered, you realize that Taldros is still behind the bar, kind of just cleaning and polishing some glasses. You notice that there's a few people scattered amongst the floor that are kind of leaned over, sleeping across the table with either their arms crossed or their face laying sideways, and drool just kind of coming out. But you notice that it's pretty early in the morning. You're not exactly quite sure what time it is, but if you had to put a guess on it, you're probably looking at 7, 8 o'clock. You know, was it dusk-ish? Or dawn, excuse me, dawn-ish. So, the sun is just starting to come up. And you guys approach the bar, I'm presuming, by what you said?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, we
Hey,
just walk
hey,
up.
Yeah, we approached the bar.
Toldros, any chance the four of us can grab some breakfast before we continue out north?
Absolutely.
Maybe a little hair of the dog.
You want the hair of a dog?
I'm starting to think that our little gnome friend might be an alkie.
I've never heard of somebody ingesting a hair of a dog. What is this?
It's a old common folk saying, Mr. Toldros, which means you drink alcohol in the morning after you drank the night before.
Wow. Okay.
Prevents hangovers.
Yeah, so we'll take 4 beers and 4 breakfast plates and continue on our way.
Your finest gruel.
Yeah, we'll take
You
oatmeal,
you
whatever you
got it.
got.
As he kind of disappears behind the bar, or not the bar, the little door that leads into what you can only presume is the kitchen. You hear some clanking of pots and pans. You guys make your way to find a seat at the bar proper. It's just a little bit down from where you guys were talking to Toldros at, and you're kind of waiting. 5-10 minutes goes by, and you hear the clanking and what sounds of cooking going on in the kitchen behind the wall there that's behind the bar. You presume that the cooking is done, and you can smell this nice kind of like almost home cooked grandma esque waking up in the morning breakfast being made. You can smell the egg coming through, maybe a little bit of the what would be perceived as maybe like hash brown esque kind of smell. You can smell these different kind of aromas that is uplifting your spirits and really helping you kind of wake up and really make that those saliva glands. Jesus Christ, words are hard right now. Saliva glands really water and get ready to enjoy this meal. And just as you're starting to reach the peak of your hunger, you notice that Taldros comes out from behind the wall there through that door from the kitchen carrying plates, and he lays them down in front of you. And you notice that there is just this nicely cooked, about 3 to 4 sunny side up, beautiful kind of eggs. You notice that there is what you can perceive as some kind of like maybe like potato-esque kind of like grit mixture, if you will. You see some bacon laying across it. You see some like sausage-esque kind of patties. You know it's some type of ground meat. You're not exactly sure of what kind of origin, but it's a ground patty of what smells delicious. Laying in front of you. You notice that the food is nice and sizzling, and you can hear the little as it settles and relaxes on the plate in front of you. He looks
All
at you,
right.
goes,
All right.
"Breakfast is on the house, boys."
Beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Seal
Appreciate
after
it.
7 months, man.
But I'd I'd like to turn to the halfling and talk to him for a second. I would like to say,
Oh, fine.
look, I don't have too much investment in this this area here. I would like to I'd like to understand a little bit more of what's going on. I don't know exactly what we're doing this for. I don't have much motivation here. I'd like some recompense for this. I don't know why we're doing this.
Listen,
I
man.
appreciate being revived, appreciate that, but what are you here for?
Listen, man. Halfling to know, brother to brother, homie to homie. Let's just roll with the tall guys. Everything out there is gonna squish us, but I have a good feeling about that Alric guy and that Ranger. I mean, he's a tall one. He might not be trustworthy, but I feel like I have a good feeling about him too. Let's just ride with these guys, get some money, and then maybe we can talk about splitting.
Alright. Alright. Don't that so far.
Yeah,
See what
yeah, yeah.
happens.
I mean, they're fucking humans. They can be retarded
They're
sometimes,
dumb.
but
They're
yeah,
dumb.
they're real stupid, bro.
You know we can hear you, right?
Oh shit! Eat your
Oh,
fucking egg.
what? Eat your eggs,
Also,
man.
also,
Eat your
if you
eggs,
look
man.
at if you look at this gentleman's ears here, I don't think he's full human. I think he might be part something else.
Definitely
Um,
half elf.
So maybe you guys should
Oh
pay more
shit!
attention to your
Oh
surroundings.
man! Oh, he's one of us though. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck this guy with the fucking armor on. What pussy.
All right.
So as you guys are kind of bantering amongst yourselves, you notice this familiar gentleman wearing the gray robe with the tattered and torn clothes kind of approach
Hey
you
there,
guys.
Dr. Pelazar.
Good evening, or good morning, excuse me. It's been a long night. I didn't get much sleep, as you could tell. I wanted to address something, point you in maybe the right direction. I was able to speak to my friend that owns the Iron Pig, and she said she'd be happy to help. For a one-time moment, she'll be able to do it free of cost, limited to one weapon, one potion, and maybe one spell scroll. It depends on what she has. But she said she'd be willing to help you get on the right foot before you head off. I don't know how much you've learned since the last time we spoke, last night, but Mount Tragedy to the north is where you want to go. It's very hard to miss. It is this large volcano that is said to have brought this island to life. It is the very reason why we have land to stand here, between the two continents of Azula and Strasbourg. I do know that the problems go beyond Bonemouth Hold, but as a citizen of Ravenstrand Outpost, I plead that you help figure out what is going on here first before you go on to bigger and better things. I do have this feeling, it has not been confirmed yet, that this Count Fane is working for something that is bigger, larger, something that is deeper and darker. And I hope that you can get to the bottom of it and save the world of Milvanora. Our home world. The one that were born on and will die on. And maybe for some of us, die again.
If I have anything to say about it, we'll do whatever we can
Definitely don't plan on dying again.
to try to be a beacon of light where there is darkness.
Well said.
I truly believe
mean,
that
yeah.
you guys can do it. The only reason why I resurrected you as a group is because of the alkaloids, the merits, the skills, and the traits that you guys have, that I have heard through the stories, the tales of your beings.
Appreciate it, Doc.
Yeah, I'm pretty famous. I'm pretty great.
I wouldn't say famous. I would
You
recommend
don't,
humbling yourself.
you don't even remember who you are.
I just have a feeling we
You have a
could
feeling?
accomplish
You know
great
what?
things.
That's respectful. That's valid. I
I
support
know. I know.
He kind of leans back a little bit and looks at you and goes, I don't recall hearing you being the one that's able to perceive things well, but we'll take it for now.
Hey, my passive perception ain't that bad, sir.
I wasn't
You
talking
need a
about you. I was talking
I'm
about
gonna
someone
roll.
about half your size.
That's
As he
that-
kind of looks at you and gives a little smirk to Kleppy.
I have a feeling this
Yeah.
doctor is insulting my friend, but
I,
that is
I
okay.
look
No,
at Cluppy and say,
not
"What
an
are you talking
insult.
about?"
It is purely meant in just fun, teasing manner. Not meant
Okay.
to insult.
That's fair enough. You don't want to set my temper off.
I'm trying.
bro.
Oh,
I died, man. How could you
I-
just talk shit about me right here?
I might be
I brought you back to life. I figured it would be warranted.
a
That's it.
devout believer in Helm, but if you speak poorly on those dear to me and cross my blade, it's not gonna end up good for you, Doc.
That's very inspiring, dude. I would hide behind this guy.
I appreciate your words, and I plead that you live by those for what's to come.
All right, off to the Iron Pig, friends, and
What?
guy with a lute.
Find Erda.
A guy with a lute.
Fuck it. What's this guy with the bow doing? Is my question.
He's following us. He's part of the squad.
He hasn't said much. I don't trust him.
He's a ranger type. Ranger types are quiet, usually.
They only
Haunted.
talk to animals.
All right.
So
Maybe he's got problems. I don't know. Maybe he don't know how to speak. Maybe he
Maybe I'm
speaks
muted
sign
again.
language.
you in fact are not,
A lot
sir.
of reasons. Okay.
Let's go to the Iron Pig.
Okay. So you guys heading to the
Mosey on there.
Iron Pig?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We're gonna go talk to Miss Lady, who's gonna give us some stuff, I suppose.
Okay.
Hopefully, she'll be able to patch up these holes in our fucking armor that we have, because
It
I
should
don't really
be-
want to go into battle with a hole in my breastplate. That sounds like a bad idea.
Just don't get stabbed at that.
You're right.
area.
You're right. I'll just protect
Obviously,
the
it's
hole
not very
with
good.
with my shield. You're right.
Okay.
It's my father's. Okay.
Oh.
4 to 5 arrows to the chest.
Watch your mouth. 4 to 5 arrows to the chest.
Look, my neck hurts. I don't know what the fuck happened, but my neck hurts.
Your tongue's supposed to hurt when you talk too, but it doesn't stop you.
Yeah.
Ranger's flint as sharp as his bow.
All right. We're gonna walk down the
man.
street now.
We're off to see the wizard.
Yeah, we're off to. This is the way. We're walking down the street up the north towards the north side of town.
So as you guys are,
We're following the ranger because he has a keen sense of direction. I assume from being a ranger. Because I don't know
Shit.
what's north. So hopefully you know what's north.
That way.
As he like leaves the bar, he just sees a sign that says "fucking Iron Pig." He's like, "I said
North.
that way."
so as our ranger friend here starts looking around, he notices the sun rises in the east, sets in the west, and goes, "You know what? We should probably head this way." And points you guys to the right direction.
Perfect. Thank you.
You guys are walking to the north, and you notice that there is just buildings. There's a cobblestone road that you're walking upon that is starting to turn to dirt, and there's various shops along the way, but none of them have said the Iron Pig as you're going. You notice as you walk, after probably about 4 to 5 minutes, there is a very clean, organized sign that says the Iron Pig. You guys approach the door. What do you do?
I'll
Knock, knock,
on
knock.
I'll knock on the door.
It's a store, right? We could just open the door.
Yeah, I'm just going in.
So as the two halfling and gnome, I should say, are knocking on the door, Gray just grabs the door handle and opens it up, and you hear the ding ding ding. And you notice that there is a lady behind the counter. You notice that there is this kind of familiar feel to the place. That it reminds you again of yet a beloved grandmother, if you will. As if you walked into her home. It feels very recognizable. And as you look around, you see the shop is well kept. You notice that this half-orc female, who appears to be pretty old, is dusting the shelves behind the counter. You see that she has long gray hair that is braided, light blue skin, a single tooth that is protruding from her lower left lip, and that you can see some ears poking through the partly braided hair. You do notice that there is a simple wedding band on her left ring finger, and that it is as aged as she is. As you're looking around again, you see that there's some bubbling cauldrons. It's about average height. The smell from the cauldrons are kind of confusing you because you get a kind of a flowery kind of smell, a floral smell, and then you get kind of like maybe more of a chemical acidic smell. It comes in waves from the different cauldrons. Again, you notice that it is very clean, and that the owner, from what you can tell, is a bit of a neat freak.
Ah, hello, ma'am. Toldrus told this company to come seek you.
You kind of notice that you startle her just a little bit. As she turns around, she goes, "Oh, my dears! Welcome! Well,
I'd like to say, you look very familiar. I've met you before.
is that plane go away? I don't recall, but I see a lot of people."
You look very beautiful today.
And she kind of, from what you can tell, blushes just a little bit.
God damn it, Dakoldis, do you not see the wedding band on her head?
Well, aren't you sweet? She says as she's kind of looking at almost
Let him
eye to
cook.
eye with you because of how old she is. She is definitely shrunk.
Gravity.
What can I? What you're the friends of Pelazar
They
and
mentioned-
Toldrus, right?
Yeah, Toldrus mentioned something about weapons and potions and spell scrolls.
Ah, yes. Well, what is it exactly that you guys are looking for? I can maybe help a little bit, or at least, at the very, very, very least, repair your gear.
I would. All of us have some damage to. Well, not all of us, but two of us for certain have damage to our armor. Me and the other normal-sized fellow have
Yeah.
some holes in our armor. The shorter folks somehow manage to only have damage to their skin, so they just chicks dig scars. They'll be all right. But if you could patch this hole in my breastplate and the holes in the half elf's uh, leather armor, that would be beneficial to all of us. Also, if you have any like maybe like healing potions or maybe scroll of like Misty Step or just whatever you have in stock, if you could just let us know. We were informed that you would be willing to help us since we accepted the quest to help with the count situation towards the mountain, towards the north. And if you have a map of the island, that would also be great.
Well, I can tell you now that I do have a map of the island, and I'd be more than happy to give it to you at free of cost. However,
Alright.
everything else is going to cost, because I run a business here.
I thought you just said you'd repair our gear for free.
I would repair your gear,
I heard.
yes, but if you're looking for scrolls of the sort, then I have to charge you.
Okay. Do you take credit? Because we just came back to life. I don't know if we have the funding for that.
I'll tell you what.
I'm
How
gonna
about
run
you guys talk
detect
amongst
out.
yourselves? Go ahead.
Can I run a deception check and say we'll pay her back later?
I mean, you can most certainly try.
What stat do I roll?
You would roll deception.
See how this goes.
Oh,
That's an 11.
Hey, your deception's pretty high.
I
You have 5+.
mean, yeah, you got +5. That means you rolled a 6. You're actually trash.
yeah.
She kind of
Damn.
looks at you, goes, I don't accept credit for newcomers that aren't common to this island, nor my shop. Regardless
Fair enough.
of your status, or of your quest acceptance, if you will, or as you put it. It'd be bad for business.
I'm gonna roll a charisma check to see if we can get a discount. I'm gonna smile and wink at her.
Smile and nod, boys. Smile and nod.
Smile and wave. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yep, that didn't hit.
What'd you roll it on?
I rolled on
Wouldn't it be persuasion?
so what, roll a 20, right?
Are you doing it on Roll20 or are you doing it on D&D Beyond?
Yeah, there you go.
So 19 plus whatever your
2. It's a 21.
21. So what were you trying to persuade her on?
I'm gonna try to get us a discount on the scrolls
So
and the
pitch your
weapons and
idea.
the.
So here's how we'll do this
I'll
for
do it.
future.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I got you. I got you, brother.
Here's
I
how
know
we'll
what
do.
you
But
want.
real quick though, here's how we'll do this before we get deeper into it. Is make your ideas and your stuff, and then I will tell you roll charisma, roll perception, roll this, that, and the other. So just carry on what you want to do, and I will let you know when I want you to roll. Sound fair?
Okay. Yeah, that
That's
sounds fair.
To see how successful you are in your statement, because I want you to say what your initial idea is before rolling and going, well, I'm not going to be successful anyways, and then don't say, you know what I mean? Like,
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
so go ahead and say what you were going to say, and then
Okay.
we'll have you roll again, and I'll take the average of the two.
I'll just say. Okay. Oh, so you want me to roll a second time? You mean?
After you say what you're going to say, though.
Okay.
And I will after you
Uh,
say that, then I'll have you roll, and I'll take the average of the two and decide if it's successful or not.
I apologize for my half-sized friend over here. Your wares seem impressive, and that they would assist us on our quest. And I've been told that you're a very generous woman, and that maybe you'd be able to at least assist us since we've just been brought back to life on our quest to assist the locals on this here island. We're accepted this quest to help the children and the animals and the patrons, and if you help us, then therefore we will help you, and maybe you could get some customers because they'll be less scared to go outside their homes. So I know you said that you're running a business and you need to get money, but if there's any chance that you could maybe lower these prices, knowing that we don't have a huge amount of funds currently, we would be extremely grateful for that.
Now roll your perception.
You
Or
mean
your,
roll
your
my
charisma. I mean, sorry.
charisma?
Yeah.
Damn. 17. So 17, 19, so 18, I guess.
As you're talking, you notice that she's kind of nodding her head a little bit. She kind of seems open to the idea, and she waits for you to finish, and once you finish, she goes, you make some very good points. And I'll tell you what, I can give you a discount. But first, I need to know how much you guys have, either individually or collectively, so I can adjust my prices accordingly. Because I could say 50% off, but you might try and choose an item that's, say, 2,000 gold, and you don't have nearly close to 1,000 gold. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, everyone check their bags.
So that way I can
Got
at
it.
least point you in the right direction to start off with.
So,
What-
everyone look into your inventory and give me the numbers.
15.
You have 15,
Inventory.
Clippy?
How much do I have inventory?
While you guys are doing that, do you mind handing me the damaged goods so that way I can repair them? Or at least
yeah,
hand them to my assistant here to repair them.
Here's my breastplate, and
Strip them.
Gray, if you want to hand over your leather armor so they can patch the arrow holes, so we don't
Can
go
I-
into
I
combat
turn.
with damage.
Can I turn to the halfling and say, "We're gonna lie, right?" Like, that's the thing.
If
I like
you,
how
if
it's
you
the
lie,
halfling and not his name. It's funny to me.
it's not gonna
Yeah.
help us. 'Cause eventually, we're gonna have to pay this lady.
How much gold?
Jeez.
We could lie. How much gold we have?
But you just called the shop owner sexy.
Yes, so.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Made her feel good.
Anyways, I have 0 gold.
Wait, equipment.
In your
Do I go to
inventory,
equipment?
Yeah,
It's-
on
0
your
gold.
on your wait, check your D&D Beyond, Sean.
That's what I'm
D&D
on.
Beyond, and then there's
There's
a
no
tab.
way you have 0.
Inventory.
I'll show you.
Then your thing got selected incorrectly.
I probably stole it.
Mine too. I don't know where the gold's at. Equipment.
In inventory, it should show a gold at the top of your screen. like weight carried, and then in the top right corner under inventory on your D&D Beyond page, it should have gold. Just right there.
So,
Like,
if you guys haven't noticed,
here,
we
I'll share
have
my character
some
sheet.
new
Share,
new
yeah.
players
Yeah,
that haven't
open
played
it.
before. I'm relatively new to
And
this,
then
so there's a little bit of bumps along the way,
if you look
but
at my screen,
we're having a good time.
you'll
It's all
see
about the
it
fun.
shows gold, and I have
And
34.
It's gonna get better as we continue on. Like, this
Right
is
here.
already great. I love this.
So
I'm
you
just
need
happy
to
we're here doing this.
like click here and go to inventory, and then under the inventory
Oh,
tab.
why did he do a different way?
Why? Because my screen's fucking split. So my page looks different, like a little different.
As you guys are trying to figure this out, she's taking your armor plates and she's kind of
And fixing it. I
handed to
appreciate
your her assistant to work on one while she's working on the other, and you can kind of hear her fumbling away, trying to correct it, fix it, whatnot. And she kind of turns around. Dears, have you figured out what we're working with so I can point you in the right direction?
Yeah. I think Gray's character sheet got fucked up because it says 0, but
I added some. We're good.
Does he have
Sorry. Sorry.
I'm at 220.
But do you? Damn, that's
You
a
have-
lot.
you have 20?
Tell
You
you
said-
what.
No, you have 20? Okay.
Oh yeah, I have 20.
You have 20. Got it.
Oh, okay.
Everybody start
Okay,
with
so we
75.
got okay.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say.
I'm just gonna make
I
this
made that.
easier. Everybody
That's
start
fair.
with 75.
That's totally fair because I said what you do.
75. That
Gonna
works.
go for a little bit. Where are we at?
75.
We in combat.
We're starting.
You're
with
rolling
75
initiative? Oh, I'm just
gold.
kidding.
We're starting. Everyone has 75 gold, so
GDP.
that's 300. We have 300 as a team.
Let's go.
Can I try to seduce again or negotiate?
No,
You can
leave
do
her
whatever you
alone.
want. Say what you're gonna say before you roll. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'll tell you which one to roll.
God damn it.
You don't gotta ask, just do it, and I'll let you know what to do.
Yeah, you're allowed to do whatever you want within reason.
I'll tell
That's
you yes
party-
or no. If it's
party
getting too
rules.
much,
It's
I'll tell
pretty
you no.
sexy. You get that grin.
We like incest, no, but
Outset.
seducing the shopkeep, maybe.
Remember, this is why we had a game day 0. Anyways, what were you gonna say?
I'm not. Where you grow up? Cause I grew up in a pretty rough neighborhood when I grew up, and certain things weren't available to us. We had financial obligations, so me and my friends here, we were just hoping maybe you can give us like a little bit off the top.
She already agreed to the discount.
I know,
do you
but I'm
mean?
asking more.
What do you
Oh.
mean when you grow up? You're 3 feet tall.
Valid, yeah. When you're like 3'7", dude. Come on, brother.
Roll.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
harder for us.
Roll
I can't
charisma.
help to ask. I roll charisma.
Yep.
We're on that Azula food stamps.
Zulu. Not even on a Zulu, you silly goose.
Yeah, we're on fucking whatever it's
Charisma.
called, some island.
On Skull
Fuck.
Island.
Good shit.
She looks at you and goes. She kind of smiles and nods her head just a little bit and looks at you. You've got quite the imagination for somebody that's not able to remember their past quite well. Interesting. Sorry, but I've offered you a discount. If you ask for more, I might have to rescind my discount that was offered before.
Alright.
As she says,
that's a failed roll.
that last part, she starts to sound a little frustrated and almost as if she's starting to feel like she's being walked on.
The coldest.
Alright.
She already,
Alright.
she already agreed to the one discount. We don't need to rob
Alright.
this woman.
I'm a
Alright. Alright.
I'm glad that you agree. All right.
I tried. Boys, I tried.
Hey, you tried. All right, Chad Kroger, you tried.
I tried.
Okay.
How much is the discount, by the way?
Is our gear fixed? Yeah, we haven't even. She hasn't given us a number, and I'm sure it's gonna be lower now that he pissed her off a second time.
Nah, that's fine.
Your gear is almost fixed, yes. But how much are we working as a group?
As a whole,
300.
we have 300 gold
Lie.
mathematically.
300 gold. I'll tell you what. What is your most prioritized things that you are trying
Probably
to do?
health potions.
Health potions. Okay.
And gear, and I think the party will say gear for Kleppy after that.
Yeah. Nah, short man. I'm sorry. It'll be definitely probably if she can do enchantments, probably enchanting my shield since I'll be the front line of defense for you squishy little small humans or humanoids. Should I
Wait.
say?
Might want an enchant on my loot.
So what are we doing here, gentlemen? Do you need a moment to discuss amongst yourselves what you would like to do?
You
Kinda,
know what,
yeah.
ma'am? Let's just.
Tell you
if
what,
you could
go
just give us,
step over there in the corner, and she kind of points.
if you could just give us a list of your wares like I'd previously asked for before
That we
Mr.
can afford.
Blue hair here started talking.
I have anything
I'd
your
greatly
heart can
appreciate
desire,
it.
sir. I have anything ranging from health potions to
Yes.
spell scrolls that will give you the Misty Step, as you mentioned. I have
How
armor,
much-
I have weapons. And your price
How
range,
much-
we're probably looking at a regular health potion, or potion of healing, if you will.
Okay.
I could probably do... Oh gosh, I'd
How
have to
much
look
for
if I have it in
4?
stock. 4 health potions?
Yeah, how much for 4?
Hell yeah.
As you see her kind of look up and start to try and do some calculations in her head. 4 health potions is probably going to cost you about 175 gold.
Okay.
With the starting discount I'll give you.
That's fair enough. You guys feel like that's fair? I feel like that's fair. That's
Can
like
I turn to the halfling and whisper something?
No.
you can do whatever you want, but just know that
Just
we could
continue
probably-
on with what you're saying.
we-
If you're
we could
whispering
we
it,
could
we
we
can't
could
really hear it.
probably hear you. We're standing in a fucking store.
I mean,
No, you
depending
can't.
on how
I'm not
loud
whispering.
you're being, not necessarily. So
I
if
feel
you're
like you need-
whispering, it's implied
What?
that it's
He
just
needs to-
between the two.
He needs to roll
What?
a stealth check.
No.
No.
What language?
Just let him- just
what
let him-
language does
just-
gnome speak?
Just let him do it.
I'm gonna whisper to the halfling, be like, you know, I don't really trust this guy in the armor and all that shit. I feel like one of us could get like more shit off of our discount here. I feel like one of us could benefit more than these guys. They're big, you know. We don't really trust them. I don't know them, you know. I feel like we could work something out here where we can benefit.
I know what you mean, King. Let him cook. Let him cook, though.
All
I
right.
feel like we're gonna get rich as soon as we get to Ashton. There's gonna be a bunch of dumb guards, a bunch of dumb monsters guarding treasure. We'll get ours, homie.
All right, fair enough.
You don't have to roll anything until I tell you to roll it, so you're good. Just
Hell
continue
yeah.
on with what you're doing until I tell you to roll something, okay?
All right.
Everybody clear on that?
I don't
Mhm.
trust this guy.
Does
to-
everyone, minus the blue-haired fuck, agree to purchase the health potions? Because
Yeah,
I
I'll
agree.
agree. I'll agree as well, even though I'm just
okay, fair
will
enough.
buy them.
So that's 175 out of the 300 gold. So we have 125 left.
Is this coming out of one person's tab, or are you guys a
We're-
group? How is this working?
Yeah,
We're a
sir, I'll work.
party, and we're gonna. You said we have 300 as a squad, so.
Great,
somehow
and Sir Ulrich
we
are
have to
paid.
we have to mathematically do. I'll
Okay.
open a. I'll
Oh.
hang on. Give me a moment. My
Okay, it's
brain's a little fuzzy.
31.25 if you divide it by 4.
That's
So,
an awkward amount of gold. So
well, it's
32
divide it,
each.
Turns into
30.
silver.
So if I whatever, we'll just
It's 31 gold and then
for the
25
time
silver.
for the time being, we'll just collect. So it's 31 gold. You're saying?
31 gold and 25 silver. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll all hand over 31 out of our 75 gold.
I'll tell you what.
No, I mean that's how much we'll have left if we all
Let's make it
give
even.
all our money.
You guys hand
Yeah,
over
it's even.
31 apiece. We'll call it square.
Hey,
Even better.
look at that! We frustrated her, and now we're getting even a better discount. Way to go,
That's what
G.
I'm talking about.
All according to plan.
So we should all have 49 gold.
Anything else I could do for you, gentlemen?
How much do the scrolls cost? Because we all have our own weapons, right? I don't know if you can sharpen our blades. If there's a
I can
sharpening
do
stone
anything
here.
for a cost,
go.
of course.
Yeah. Can do I need to roll to examine my blade to see if it's dull from being dead for 7 months?
The death doesn't
want-
make it look dull. It
Doesn't-
just
so
it
my
looks
axe
effective enough.
It looks effective. Okay.
It looks effective enough.
Um,
Yes.
For future
Hey.
reference, if we is the shop able to do enchantments?
Myself and my partner here per se, no, but I can get somebody that could. Yes.
Okay.
Sweet.
Do you happen to know what that cost would be after we maybe gather some more resources?
Honestly, at this point, I cannot give you an honest answer, just simply because I would
Okay.
have to talk to someone that would be able to enchant, and I would have to inquire how much they would cost themselves.
That's fair, ma'am. Can we get that map?
Yes, yes, absolutely. As she turns around and reaches into a shelf that has kind of, wherever my mouse is, kind of some jars of parchment rolled up together, and she pulls out 4 maps and hands them to you. Here you go. Here is the map of the island. Bone Mouth Hold.
Hey, Mount Tragedy, directly north. Oh shit, we gotta cross a bridge. Holy shit.
I want to study the map intently.
Committed to memory.
As everything else is going on in the shop, nobody notices, but Dakoldis almost gets this kind of tunnel vision into the map, and he is focused. The world kind of goes quiet as he is intently just studying this map, piece by piece, section by section, color by color.
Guys, I don't think we should take the bridge, man.
I
We can swim.
kinda agree.
There's
There's literally no other path.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say
You go to the left?
I think
you
we
wanna-
can go left or right. I don't think we should take the bridge, boys.
I think you.
I think we
need
go left.
a path.
Left where there's no water, man.
All right. You want to go through Kingsborough Forest West?
Yeah.
All right.
As she kind
Fair
of
enough.
hears you guys talking, I don't mean to interject on your plans, but it would be wise to not take the bridge. I do want
We
to
should,
warn you that there is many beasts and creatures inside the forest. Some friendly, some not, of course, naturally. But you gentlemen seem like you can handle yourselves.
Which should we take? Should we go East Kingsborough Forest or West Kingsborough Forest?
I think
Depends.
we
Well,
take west, boys, because
if
the east is
we
we
go-
gotta cross the
yeah,
river,
I was gonna
boys.
say, yeah, if we go
I'm
west,
not big.
there's less water.
Can't swim very good.
This is the one thing I'm gonna agree with the coldest on. So I
Anything
think we
over
go
3 feet
west.
deep, he drowns.
yeah, I don't really want to have to walk across this river with a midget
We
on
could
my
just-
shoulders. So
Dakotas could stand on the ranger's shoulders, and then I could put my feeties on.
yeah, we're gonna go
the
ahead
paladin.
and 3 out of the 4 of us are gonna agree to go left. So we're going
No, I want it. Yeah, let's go left.
majority rules. We go west.
Okay, well, is there anything else I can help you with before you guys go? I'm glad you're going west, but
We might come back later and deal with you for more business dealings, but I think it's time for us to head out
the road.
of Raven.
Stay
wanna-
sexy, Granny.
I want to let her know as we're leaving, she looks beautiful today, and if there's anything else she could help us with, I'd appreciate it.
I am very flattered, and I would suggest you wait to get your stuff situated before you go on your adventure. Figure out what you're doing here first, before you embark on this journey and try and figure it out along the way, is what I would suggest. It sounds like you guys still don't really know your purpose. As she hands
We're
you
figuring it
your
out.
gear
I
back
mean,
that is now
I feel like that
mended
was a
and
hint.
completed.
Thank you. We appreciate this, ma'am. May Helm protect.
I don't wear helmets, I'm sorry. It ruins my
Like,
hair.
Oh, she
That's
dissed
okay.
your god.
She doesn't need to know. That's okay. It's okay.
I have one helmet you can have later if you want.
All right, we're gonna
As,
walk
as
out the
she
door.
starts to look at you, you can feel the daggers come from her eyes. I would have you know that I've been a widow for about 60 years. My husband died in a
Damn.
great battle, and I have never taken another man's name, never been with another man. So your advances need to be placed elsewhere. Maybe of a
I
lady of the night, if
apologize.
you will. But I would behoove you to read the room.
I apologize.
I suggest you recognize the ring on the finger as she holds up her hand.
In other words, Nicole
pretty-
just shut up.
I'm pretty sure we mentioned that when I'm pretty sure I mentioned that when we walked in here, but
You did.
know,
You did. I gotta keep trying, man.
that's valid.
Alright.
All right, let's
She
head
looks.
towards the
She
west.
looks at you. Goes.
Players.
If you have to keep trying, keep trying. But again, just be aware of who you're talking to before you
This is-
try. Some people are for it, some people aren't. But just be aware.
This is a way.
This is
People
the
have
way.
higher requirements.
No,
that's
I
racist.
That's yet.
So what are you guys doing?
We're
We're going west.
we're going west.
So you were
Yeah,
leaving the
let's go
town?
West.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah,
leaving the
let's
town,
get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
heading through the Kingsborough Forest west.
That bridge is a death sentence.
As you guys are walking through the forest, you realize that it is a lush, dense forest. There's various life springing from different brush as you walk past it, some big, some small. You notice that there's some rather large footprints, excuse me, in the floor in front of you and beside you. You hear lots of creatures around you, and it smells kind of musky. As you're walking through this forest, you stumble upon a large, pissed off animal, and you can't quite make it out. So let's make a perception check.
Whoa.
All right.
Am I doing that on
That's what I was gonna ask, anyways.
D&D Beyond or Roll20?
Beyond.
We're rolling d20s, right?
No,
I got
perception.
6.
plus
I got
your-
a 6.
Your modifier.
Okay, I rolled a 12 plus, and it's perception to wisdom, right? So I rolled a 14.
I got
Okay.
a 6.
Should be.
So Kleppy and waiting for Gray's
Rick
roll.
got a 12.
There we go. What's your
Roll
wisdom
9
modifier?
plus 2. So 11.
Okay. So Kleppy and Sir Alric are the only ones able to recognize that this beast, this animal in front of them, is of a very large prehistoric descent. It has a very long tail, kind of not necessarily short, stubby arms, but not long proportion arms either. It stands probably as a good 20 to 25 feet high. Very sharp teeth.
Holy shit.
and it looks very pissed off.
Damn. That's like 8 Dakotas tall.
Yeah.
I'd probably say
Gray,
maybe
do you
like
have
10.
Gray? By any chance, do you have animal handling? Is there any way you can calm this
I
beast
do.
down?
I think I have animal handling. But can I roll like a perception or history to see if I've encountered something like this before?
I'm
You
pretty
can
sure
roll a
that's
history,
what we
sure.
just did, right?
Yeah.
No,
Perception.
we rolled.
So you rolled a perception to see if you could recognize, like, you can perceive and see what's going on in front of you. The only thing
I
you were
rolled
able to
the one.
perceive is the animal.
I rolled the one anyway.
Well, you rolled persuasion anyways, so you need to roll a history, not
Oh,
persuasion.
okay. History.
Unless you're trying to persuade this beast in front of you.
No, I'm not. Oh,
Oh.
So, through your time traveling as a bard, you have been able to recognize that this is, in fact, a dinosaur. You know that it is not quite as big and mighty as the Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it's not quite as small and vicious as a Velociraptor. However, you do know that it is a very large, very pissed off carnivore of sorts that has a very short patience.
all right. Talk to the big boys here. I'm gonna say, boys, listen. I'm gonna need you to distract them. Me and this little guy can take care of this. You just need to take the aggression from this guy. He's big, he's dumb, he's stupid. We can take this guy out quickly. As long as you guys distract him.
I'll
So
lead
I'm
from
gonna
the front.
I'm gonna look at Sir Ulrich and be like, can we just feed him Dakotas?
I'll lead from the front.
All right.
We're rolling initiative, I assume.
Oh,
yeah?
we're gonna fight it. We're not gonna even like wait till
This
it
music
fucks
is
off.
so loud.
It's not even.
Wait,
Oh my god, there
I
it
need
goes.
to.
Sorry, I had to turn it down.
Yeah, me too.
My
What
bad.
was the link to the music again?
Alright, we're rolling
DMs.
initiative. Correct?
Sirenscape.
I will
So I'm
be
just rolling
right
it.
back. So
Everyone
take
roll
a pause
initiative.
and figure out if you guys are in fact. I haven't told you to roll initiative. I will
Oh.
let you know what to roll.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Figure out
I
what
just
you guys
assumed
are
we were
doing.
fighting this thing.
When you assume you make an ass out of you would be.
My bad.
That double roll was.
Hey, we're fighting this thing, right?
I guess.
Squads. Alright.
Wait, did we never clarify? Do we have our weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Grab-
We got
we
everything back.
We grabbed all our
Okay.
shit. We're fighting this thing.
Okay.
Alright.
D&D Beyond. How do I roll initiative? I see insight, intimidation, investigation.
Initiative's in the middle, but he hasn't told us to roll
Oh,
it.
don't click on it yet.
Yeah.
Austin made me click on it.
Anyways.
So I'm just rolling a d20 on
But
roll 20
I rolled
for
big.
that.
Yeah,
I know what this thing
plus
is.
what-
This thing is
plus whatever
tiny.
your initiative is. Anyways, I'll take the front with my shield. Alright?
Okay.
Kleppy,
Oh,
you
bro.
try to stay hidden and get a stealth attack from like a flank in the trees. Okay? Bard, do whatever you can with your loot. I'm not really sure how useful you are in combat yet. I just know you flap your gums a lot. And Ranger, Mr. Gray, use your bow for now unless I need you to come in with your melee weapons, whatever they may be.
Got it.
Alright. So it sounds like you guys are going to.
We're gonna fight it.
Are you bum rushing it? What are you doing?
I'm taking point. We're fighting it.
So you're just
Don't
running
let me
right at
charge.
this
I
large
told them to
carnivorous
tank.
beast.
I'm standing in front of the bard. Our rogue has snuck into the trees off to the side
Maybe.
on a flank, and the ranger is gonna be off to the other flank with his longbow ready to go. That's what we've decided.
Okay. Now you may roll initiative.
I already did.
Or you know what? Yeah, that's fine.
I don't see initiative on the screen on D&D
It's a little
Beyond.
high initiative. It
Roll twice.
yeah. It's right there near armor class. It's like upper middle.
Wait, they're all 12? Something like
Oh, okay, I see it.
There you go.
All right, roll. Oh, I got a 1.
Same. We're fucked.
I rolled a 19.
Wait, okay, so am I looking at roll 20? Because Austin, your shit's showing up on roll 20 now. Are you rolling on both, or what are you doing?
I'm rolling on roll 20
Okay, so your
My
initiative is a
initiative's a 1.
16 plus what?
plus 3. I wrote it in the chat.
So 19. Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at D&D
Got a
Beyond, dude. I
1.
didn't know you were
That
rolling on
1 is tough, man.
So we got a 2, and then... So
we got a-
Kleppy's got a 23, you got a 19. Roll
I
one
think
plus-
Gray rolled a.
I accidentally clicked on the 12 at first, but I meant to roll the
Okay.
d20.
So
Just
you rolled a
use-
5.
Just do slash
Yeah.
R space 20.
Alright.
So we got a 5, a 2, a 23, and a 19.
We're fucked.
Nah,
think
not
so.
necessarily.
Or did
I
we just roll to see
rolled
who
that.
attacked first?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
okay.
that is.
Yeah,
But
I attack
as
left. I got a
long-
1.
As long as the fucking tank attacks first, that's probably good.
Sean,
Yeah, we're good. Yes.
slash roll space 20.
Backslash? Forward slash?
Well, he rolled it.
Forward slash.
He rolled a d20. He rolled a 1,
You rolled
and
a
then plus
D12.
4. No, he
I
rolled
rolled
a 1 after it.
I
He
rolled
rolled
the d12 on accident.
Yeah, he rolled a nat 1 after it. I can see it.
Oh, so he's got
Oh shit.
5.
So he rolled
I
a
rolled
5.
a 1.
Yeah, he rolled a 5. So 2 of us rolled nat 1. So we have a 5 and a 2, and then a 23 and a 19.
Yeah.
So I think Clappy's going first. Unless this thing rolled higher than a 23.
Let me see. I think I have something for that. I could pass my initiative off to someone.
Well, I'd pass it up to nobody. I would
Nope.
keep it.
I don't. No, I don't.
Initiative? No. Alright. And that, my friends, is where we're going to end it for the night. So, it was
Right
fun.
before we're gonna fuck shit up.
Yep. We are looking at a large dinosaur with sharp teeth. You guys are you're posturing up for attack. And we have our fighting order. So we will see what happens next time on Dragon Ball Z.
So
But-
we about to get fucked by Littlefoot then.
Sharp tooth.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Yeah,
I appreciate
dude.
you guys. Love you guys. If you're watching this live, or if you didn't get
Be
to see
ready
this live,
though. Be ready.
I am
Listen,
posting
Matt,
it up
you don't know what type of
on
magic I have
the
yet.
YouTubes. So
You can
check
insult
it
the
out.
dinosaur and hurt its feelings.
Yeah, I could make this guy
But
afraid
go
of his mom.
to my little About Me section and you'll be able to see it. All right, I will catch y'all later.
Just like psychic gaming. That's pretty good. I think not a lot of has resistance to it or something.
So overall, I mean, we
I could
kinda-
seduce this T-Rex if you wanted me to. I just need the team on board.
I just want you to know,
Seduce
so far you haven't convinced anything to do
T-Rex.
anything.
I know. My roles have been bad, but one day I'll seduce a dragon or something.
emo girl to cut herself.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
no, that's true too.
brother, you've literally just pissed people off.
Just made him mad.
Let him
You
cook.
raised
Oh.
the prices on
Let
that
me
stuff.
cook. Let me cook.
I mean, so overall, I mean, this was pretty informative. I think we're gonna have it figured out by next time. Yeah.
Yeah.